Hi everyone. So for today's video, I thought I would talk about college textbooks and how easy or hard it is to get them, and maybe some of the myths surrounding obtaining college textbooks when you're blind. The first thing I want to talk about is something that happened to me when I was in high school. My mobility specialist, also called a cane instructor, told me that I should start requesting DAISY format books instead of my books being in Braille because I won't have a Braille option in college. The teachers told me that I would and that it wasn't a big deal. Well, when I went to college, I did not have any Braille books at all. The only Braille book I had was a Braille book that a college professor brailled for me, and it was in grade 1 Braille because that was all he knew. That said, I am very grateful for that. And I appreciate it. But I want to dispel that myth right here and now. You do not get Braille textbooks in college. Braille textbooks are very rare, and they do not happen. The only other thing that I got in Braille was some notes that I had brailled off myself, and a Braille math window board. The second thing that I want to talk about is audio format. I know a lot of people think that audio format is really bad and that people who read it aren't really reading anything. That's a completely different issue. But what I want to focus on here is the fact that, yes, a lot of blind people do read audio formatted books. And when I was in school, high school, back in 2007, 2008, 2009, and 2010, DAISY format had just come out. And it was new. And I remember trying to talk the school into getting me DAISY formatted books and a player, because I felt like that was what my college textbooks were going to be on. And truthfully, that's what they are on. They're in DAISY format, they're in MP3, and they're audio based. The third thing that I want to talk about is that not all books are audio based. Sometimes you will have the option through the publisher of getting a PDF version of the book in question, and you can read that with a note-taking device or a computer or your phone or whatever. There are apps that you can get for iOS that helps you read those. And the fourth thing that I want to address is sometimes you can't get those in anything other than print, and you have to hire someone to read it to you. I started out having someone from college as my reader, and he got paid for it. And then I hired my uncle to be my reader, and they have to keep track of time. It's through Rehab Services for the Blind. They have to keep track of the time, and they have to write it down, and they have to write down what they read to you, like chapters or worksheet or whatever. Test. But I want to go back to the thing that I mentioned before this, the PDFs and the audio formatted books. There is a company called Learning Ally, and this is what I'm getting into now. There's a company called Learning Ally that has people read textbooks and other assorted books to you. When I started out at my community college actually had a partnership with Learning Ally, so I got an account with them for free, and I got my textbooks for free. I don't know how much a membership is, but honestly, it's a great option. The narrators aren't always good and they don't edit very well, but it's a great option when you have no other option. A second option that I want to get into, which is how you get your textbooks, is a website called Bookshare.org. I believe it's .org. You can sign up with a membership. You can sign up for a membership with them, is what I was trying to say. And if you are a college student or are otherwise in school, you can get a free membership with them. You have to provide your grade level. If you're in a college, you have to provide your school. I think you have to provide your school anyway, and then they'll verify that just to make sure that you're telling the truth, and then you'll get your free membership. Otherwise, membership with them will cost $75. They have a lot of textbooks, and if they don't have it, they can get it for you. They actually, you can request a book, and if you need to put a rush on it, which I have done before, you can email them and explain why you need a rush. Like, it can't be like just because I want it to be a rush, but you can do that. Bookshare is great. A lot of times when bestsellers come out, they are the first ones to have them. So if you have a print disability, including blindness, dyslexia, whatever, go check them out. And sometimes if you have to read an individual piece of literature, there is a website called Bard, that's bard.loc.gov, and a lot of times they'll have it. There's also another site called Gutenberg. I'm not really sure of the address, but if it's really old literature, they'll have it as well. I think it's called the Gutenberg Project or something. But anyway, just throwing some sources out there just in case you're newly blinded and you need this information. I hope that you found this incredibly helpful. And as always, if you have questions regarding books or anything else that I discussed in this video, because I know some of it was a little confusing. I had it all laid out in my head and it didn't come out of my mouth that way. Feel free to leave a comment and ask me about it, or let me know that you're confused and I can try to explain. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring that notification bell. Again, leave a comment if you have something to say. Like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter. Both of these things are Steffi2010 and can be found in the description below, as well as all the links that I talked about if I can find them. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye!